What up, y'all? I'm sorry, it's some type of technical difficulties with the other stream. So I'm here. Hold on, I gotta send this new link to my brothers so that they can join in with us. I'm expecting a phone call from the brother up top. He gonna let us know what's going on in on the inside with this illegal correction officer strike. Invite. Here we go. Let me invite them. Copy. I'm putting it in. I'm putting it in the comments. I'm putting a link in the comments. Fife and Schmitty. Y'all should jump on. Hold on. But yeah, as y'all know, the correction officers in the New York State Department of Corrections. And oh, okay, they go to phone call. They go to phone call.
Hello. This is a prepaid collect call from an incarcerated individual at New York State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. An incarcerated individual's use of institutional telephones constitutes consent, and your calls may be provided to law enforcement agencies. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges. Preventing suicide is important. If you have concerns during this call, please contact the individual's facility to communicate with them. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
What's up, my brother?
Peace. How you, man?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. If anybody watching, please let me know if y'all can hear him clearly. It sounds clear to me, but I'm not sure if y'all can hear him or not. I'm gonna leave it up to you on whether you want to identify yourself or not. But we basically we're gonna talk about. We're here to talk about what's currently going on in the system with this illegal strike. A lot of people outside are not really aware of what's going on. They're not really aware of what's really behind it, in regards to the HALT Act and all that. So I figured who better than, somebody that's actually living through this right now to explain. So go ahead. The floor is yours, brother.
Absolutely. So, first of all, thank you for the platform, because I'm a strong believer that for change to occur, voices need to be heard. So I appreciate it. My name is David Bell, and I'm currently in Wayne Correctional Facility. So every prison looks different, right? Some are worse, but it's all bad like that. I'm in a smaller prison, so it's easier to manage. But just imagine the effect this is having on larger prisons that house over 2,000 people. Sing Sing, Auburn, Attica. And recently in Sing Sing, they just found 2 people dead.
Yes, you had asked me that the other day, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah, and Auburn, they found 1 person dead. So that just shows you how serious the situation is. But as president, one thing that we could appreciate, right, is a sense of normalcy. And right now, we're all taking a step backwards in our lives. Whether it's people struggling with mental health issues, addiction, maintaining family ties, or just remaining physically and spiritually healthy. We all literally have become paralyzed. Prisons have been suspended. FRPs, for those who don't know what an FRP visit is, that's when you spend 2 days with your family in a modular home on the complex. And, this strengthens the family ties. You have people that are in attending therapeutic classes that would address violence, that would address substance abuse. I had a friend recently tell me he's been clean for 5 years and he's struggling right now. So you have people struggling with their addiction. Those programs are canceled. So just imagine that prisoner who's dependent on the pay that he gets from his work program. So now when commissary approaches or commissary comes up, he's not going to have any money to purchase anything that he needs. So that brings upon a whole nother level of stress for those individuals. You have religious services that are canceled. You know, sometimes it takes people 5-10 years to embrace their faith again. So what about those people finally embrace their faith? Now they're shut down. So now you have those individuals struggling. Those sports activities, the younger generation, you know, that's involved with the basketball league, they're not able to get out themselves and take advantage of that. There's no access to the gym. 3 activities a day has been reduced to 1. Medical is happening. I know people personally that are struggling to get their scripts filled. You know, one of my friends has high blood pressure. It took him 2 weeks to get his script filled. And he's literally just seeing snowflakes. No peer support counseling. Hospices.
Yeah, these are the things that people are not really thinking about. Absolutely.
No, right. Law library. There's no law library. So, like, essentially, what has happened is that rehabilitation ceased to exist. And life as we knew it is dead. And the sad part about it is there's absolutely no accommodations being made. So you have people who are leaning upon all these different things, and they're struggling. They're struggling to make it through their day. See, I could look at a person's face and body language and tell they're struggling mentally.
So
here's the thing.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
And with those who are struggling mentally, they don't even know it. They can't identify it. And that's dangerous. When you can't identify or know what it feels like or looks like to suffer mentally. So then now, you have all those situations within these walls. Now you watch the news, right? And now hope is being replaced with aggravation and fear. The aggravation from the lies being spoken by officers, the fear of the unknown, the fear of us being set back 20 years if they repeal Hall.
Yeah, so break down Hall for the people. People are not familiar with Hall out here. What is Hall?
All right, so Hall was introduced to bring a more humane approach to doing time in solitary confinement, right?
Yes, it's actually an acronym. So Humane Alternatives to Long-Term Solitary Confinement. That's Hall.
Right. So I'll say, so let me tell you my personal experience with solitary confinement. In 2018, I was sent to solitary confinement. This was before Hall, right? And I spent 10 days in solitary confinement. I had nothing but what I had on. I literally had only 1 bar of soap. So I was washing up with a sock. I was using a sock as a washcloth. I couldn't contact my family. My family didn't know where I was at. Mental health was non-existent. Food was lacking. So that's just all kind of changed that aspect of it, right? They give you the things that you need to maintain yourself physically. And what's being perpetuated out there is just that there's this misconception that if you go to solitary confinement, or if you say you get caught with a weapon, right? Let's use that as an example. That you're only going to do 14 days in solitary confinement. That's not true. The Hall law says you can't do more than 14 days in solitary confinement. So if you have 120 days to do a solitary confinement, you could do no more than 14. After the 14, you will be transferred to what they call a RRU, which is a residential rehabilitation unit. And this is where the humanity comes into play. So this would afford a person access to therapeutic programs, so he won't lose his mind. right? They're not confined to a cell for 22 hours a day, but they are still isolated from the general population. But it has a more humane approach to it. So what they're afforded is they're afforded the things that they need to enter back into the general population by addressing the underlying issues that got them into the RRU.
Absolutely. So yeah, so a lot of people don't realize that this strike is really about this whole act. The whole act came into effect in March of 2022, and correctional officers don't like it. They don't like the fact that people are being treated more humanely. I'm gonna just read something real quick. It says whole act restrictions. It limits the time a person can spend in segregated confinement and segregated confinement for people who are pregnant, living with a disability, over the age of 55, or under age of 21. And it requires alternatives for rehabilitation. They're fighting against this. They don't like this. And I've noticed a lot of people out there that are like, oh, they're criminals. They get what they get. First of all, everybody in prison is not a criminal. And second of all, they're still human beings. And if you lock somebody away in a box for years and don't teach them anything, when they open the box and let them out, these people are going to move next door to you. Is that what you want? Are these the people that you want returning to your community?
And that's a good point you make, because the stats show that 90% of all prisoners come back or re-enter society again. So, right. So if we go back prior to Hall, people were getting lost in the box. Like people were doing 5 years, decades. I know somebody that did 20 years in the box.
Yep.
And was getting no help, no therapeutic help at all.
Brother just passed away not too long ago. The brother Black Omako was in the box over 10 years. Rest in peace to him.
So people are coming out and haven't even addressed the reasons why they went to the box. Prior to the Hall, they were sending people with dirty urine to the box for 5 years, 4 years. Yeah. We're talking about people who have a substance use problem, doing time in solitary confinement. So what this Hall does, and I'm gonna read it, and anybody listening, they could look up the Hall Act, Correctional Law 137. But I'm gonna read something out of that. It says an incarcerated person in a residential rehabilitation unit, the RRU. So this is where you would go after you spend 14 days in solitary confinement. You would go to an RRU. They shall have access to programs and work assignments comparable to work assignments in general population. They also afford an out-of-cell trauma-informed therapeutic programming aimed at promoting personal development, addressing underlying causes of problematic behavior resulting in placement in a residential rehabilitation unit, and help them prepare for discharge from the unit and to the community. That's the key word, community. See, we don't attach the word community to prison. I don't care if you're a solitary confinement. I don't care if you're an MA2, a general population. This is a community. You have a community. You want a community to thrive. And this is what the whole act accomplishes. A person to thrive. And it takes away that inhumane treatment. I remember prior to home, they could put you on a restricted diet. They give you the loaf. I don't know if you remember that. They give you a loaf that they bake, and you'll get bread all day, every day.
I remember the loaf. The loaf is crazy. Break down the loaf. Hold on. So fortunately, let me tell you, 2 of my brothers just joined. My brother Battle Boy and Smitty. So I thought they might have a couple of questions for you too. But break down the loaf for the people that don't understand what the loaf is.
So if you're already in solitary confinement, right, and you're catching more disciplinary tickets, you're catching more misbehavior before. At a certain point, they'll say, all right, well, we're going to put you on a restricted diet. So you won't get your regular meal. You won't get the hot dog day. You won't get chicken on chicken day. You won't get those meals that are normally afforded to somebody in the box. they're gonna put you on what they call a remote. And this is a bread that was baked with different types of vegetables in it, and it's not tasty, but they're restricting your diet and putting you on this boat as a form of punishment by taking a regular diet. Now I don't know, I can't remember what exactly in the boat, but regardless of what, this is that's how you make. You're feeding somebody bread 3 times a day.
So let me ask you a question before I unmute my brothers because there's some background noise. What's the situation in there right now with the National Guard? Because me and my brother Battle Boy was talking earlier, and I was saying, from my experiences up north, I would imagine that a lot, maybe not everywhere, but in a lot of places, the National Guard are actually treating the people in prison better than the regular prison guards were, more humanely.
You know, it's funny you say that because they'll give out the food at prison in the morning, or excuse me, they'll call you sir. Listen, I've been in prison 28 years, right? I've never seen an officer give out hot water. You had a National Guard coming up and down the country giving out hot water. Yeah. So yeah, the treatment is a lot more respectful. I could tell you that.
We got somebody named Jerome Wright. I don't know if you know who that is, David. He says, as co-director of the Holt Solitary Campaign, David is speaking truth and facts about Holt and the fact that they don't want to embrace change while requiring us to change.
Right. And, you know, that's the thing. Let me say this, right? This strike to me is on a smoke screen for the real issues going on. And we know the real issue. You know, you hear them saying they're worried about, you know, their families are saying they're worried about the officers coming home. And, well, Robert Bush is not coming home. Let's not forget that. Right? So the smoke screen can take the attention off of Robert Bush and to what happened with Robert Bush is change didn't come. They don't like the fact that they got to wear body cams now, right? But they're not able to sleep anymore. They have to do their job now. So they don't like that fact. But with Robert Bush also came a movement for prison reform. And like Jerome said, they don't like change. They want things to stay the same because it's convenient for them. But things are not working. Listen, at the end of the day, when you look at that video with Robert Brooks, and you see their behavior in their language, you know this is not the first time they've done it. Believe that. So now they're panicking. So now they're panicking because their culture, right? Just based on these body cams, their culture is about to change. It has to change. They're trying to get what they want to get from them.
Real quick before I see if Battle Boy or Smitty got any questions, Jerome Wright said the enforcers are now the lawbreakers, lock them up too. Now I was having this discussion with somebody the other day that, you know, New York State is kind of in a hostage situation right now because we allowed George Pataki so many years ago to base the upstate economy on prison. They can't really fire these correction officers because there's nobody to take these jobs. Nobody is getting up from New York City to commute upstate to work in Attica in these towns. These towns are these small towns. They're very depressing. Nobody wants to like people like me. I live upstate and I commute to the city every day for work. Nobody's doing that in the other direction. Nobody. It's just nobody. So nobody wants those jobs. So we're kind of being held hostage right now. And you know, I'm not making excuses for the governor, but I don't know what she's gonna do. But, Battle Boy, Smitty, y'all got any questions y'all want to ask?
Yo, peace, David. How you?
David.
Yeah.
Can you hear him?
No, I can't hear him.
What's up, bro? How you?
You might have to repeat it too.
You can't hear him? Hold on. Let me see. I know what I gotta do. Hold on. 1 second. I just got
Peace. Bless up.
Hold on,
Definitely,
I gotta
definitely.
go here so he can hear y'all.
Shout to everybody in the chat pulling up on this spill too. Definitely one of those important ones that I mean definitely need to be, put in the air, for the most part.
All right, here we go.
Important ones that I mean definitely need to be, put in the air, for the most part.
You hear that, David?
Important ones I mean
Nah, I
definitely need
can't.
to be,
You can't hear that?
for the most part.
You hear that, David? This is horrible,
We
man.
we can hear that back though too. We hear it on this end.
Yeah, I don't know why he can't hear that.
It's all good. Maybe
All right, so
maybe
just say what's your question? I'll
I
relay it
wanted
to him. What's your
I wanted to ask him like what's the situation going on as far as like medical, being that the majority of the civilians and the staffs to like kick rocks, like how does that leave like the prisoners to like tend to medical needs?
He mentioned that earlier, Dave. So what he asked was, being as though a lot of staff is not coming in, how are they tending to people's medical needs?
It's a lot of people not familiar with the concept, so I'm gonna break it down. So if you need to see medicine, you can drop a sick call slip, right? And they'll come pick you up and take you to the hospital early in the morning. I haven't seen anybody go to sick call.
So the sick call is dead. It ain't happening.
Yeah, that's not happening. See, this is a problem. Officers are on strike, so people in this facility, medical, mental health, they feel like this is a time for them. They could take a break, and this is actually the time for them to step up to the plate.
Yeah.
Mental health, for me, they need to make their vows and make sure that people are okay. I just question. Come to somebody, tell and see how they're coping mentally.
What spot is he in?
People having, like I said, people having issues getting their scripts filled. Their scripts filled.
He and Wendy.
Axum is the
Hold on, Dave. What'd you say, Smitty?
Axum is the National Guards. How was the National Guards treating them? I couldn't really hear.
Well, he just spoke on that. He said they're treating them. It's more humane. The National Guard's treatment is more humane than the regular corrections. He said,
because I heard that not only from him, I heard it from a number of prisoners, that's behind the wall.
Hello?
Smitty.
Hello?
Smitty, what happened? I don't know. Now he was talking about. I don't know. We got to figure out a way for you to be able to hear them too, David. Because this is not the last call we're gonna do. But he was just talking about the same thing we were talking about earlier about them treating y'all better than the people that normally work there. Go ahead, Battle Boy.
Let me. I want to let him. I want to let him know. Like I was speaking to one of my brothers that's in Sing Sing, and too, we was going back and forth, off air, and the people that died in Sing Sing, like one of them actually committed suicide.
Wow.
So that's the drawbacks. That's the kickbacks of feeling hopeless in a situation where you already doing time and just feeling like anything is liable to happen. Like
I don't know if they released that. Is that in the paper? Did they say that in the papers? David, he was telling me he was talking to one of his brothers in Sing Sing, and the brother was telling him that one of the
heard what I
guys
said?
that died in Sing Sing committed suicide.
I'm not sure. I don't know. All I know is
No, I'm telling you, I'm saying he spoke to somebody in Sing Sing, and they telling him that it was suicide. One of them was suicide.
so that's the point. This is the point I'm making.
Yeah.
This right here has disrupted people's lives to the point where they're struggling mentally.
Yeah. Exactly.
How is the team addressing that? They just want to make sure that we're securing ourselves, and that's it. You can't just make sure that we're securing ourselves. They putting out a lot of stats, right? They putting a lot of stats for the news. The assault on staff, 1,000 assaults on staff. We know what that means. 1,000 assaults on staff means 980 assaults on a prisoner, and they justify it by saying they were assaulted.
Yeah.
And here goes a stat Here goes a stat that you haven't heard on the news. Last year, Doc had the highest level of suicides on record.
Wow.
The
Ask him.
highest level of suicides on record.
Hold on, what'd you say, Smitty?
We've been coming.
Hold on, Dave. What'd you say, Smitty?
Ask him, do he see them actually shutting down the New York State correctional and moving like New York State more towards a federal law? Ask him, do he see that coming? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it moving that way? Because it's a lot of jails shutting down right now. You understand what I'm saying? You think what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right, David. My brother Smitty, he was saying, do you think that sometime in the future that they're gonna shut down the New York State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision and more like let the feds, or I guess kind of let the feds take over to more try to regulate what's going on within the system? Do you think that's a possibility?
I don't think that's a possibility. But what I think is more of a possibility than that is New York State prison system goes private. That's more of a possibility in my eyes.
You said New York State prison system what?
It's gonna be privatized in New York State.
Oh, it's gonna be privatized. Yeah. I don't.
Something I did say too.
Yeah, listen, we don't want that.
Nah, I was about to say that's not going to be a good look at all.
Ask him why.
No, but this washes the state's hands with everything. We don't even want to deal with this no more.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and privatize the system. I don't think the feds will come in, but that's more of a possibility.
And what do you foresee will happen in the event of privatization?
I can't even tell you what that would look like. I could tell you the medical will probably be worse than what it is now.
Wow.
Right? I can tell you that.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know what that looks like, bro. I really don't. Because I never did time in where the prison system privatized.
Somebody in the chat said once they privatize it, the colonizers that own it can do whatever they want.
Wow, that's dangerous,
That's
bro.
real.
Dangerous. That's dangerous.
France is in the chat. Salute. France says salute. I know that's your brother too, David.
Yeah. Tell my brother I feel my love, man.
No doubt. Hey, yo, ask him this. When I spoke to my brother in Sing Sing, I asked him.
Hold on for a minute, Dave. He asking the question. Go ahead.
Let him know, like, I spoke to my brother in Sing Sing, and I was asking him, are they getting any type of word down from the higher ups as far as like any type of normalcy coming back to the jails or whatever? He told me they told him possibly tomorrow some COs be coming back to work, but by March 31st things should be back in order. Are they getting any type of word of anything getting back to his normal program schedule or how things usually run?
All right, Dave, are you getting any type of, are y'all getting any type of word about when things are supposed to return to normal? Because he said the brother in Sing Sing, they said they were told that by the end of the month, things should be back by March 31st. What are y'all hearing in there?
Yeah, we heard the same thing.
Okay.
I know they sent that message to everybody's tablet.
You got officers trickling back in because of this deadline that was imposed upon them. I mean, they are trickling back in, but they're pretty much standing. They stand in their ground up here.
Yeah. Wow. Ask him. Aside from him being on a platform, what is it that the peoples on the outside can do to make more of a rave to get things done immediately, get something done immediately, or something more than what's actually happening right now at a snail's pace?
David, the question
Great
is,
question. Great question.
what do you think? Aside from you coming on us having you on this platform and you coming on the platform, what do you think people on the outside can do that will help bring more attention to this right now and to get something done more immediately? What can we do as people on the outside who care about y'all on the inside?
We need people to show up where these same officers are strike. Like, we need people to show up, so when those news cameras come, you can hear both sides of the story. It's not just our story. Like, you know, we could do with so much to make here. But when these news cameras pop up, we need people out there that are supporting us. We need people out there that can tell our story and convey what's really going on. So it can't always be just one side to the story, and that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. It's crazy. I never thought that this would happen, and they saying March 31st, but that's a long time away. Today's only the 2nd.
And people already committing suicide.
Yep. People already killing
dying.
themselves.
Like,
people already dying.
It's happening already.
That's a long time to wait.
You have 1 minute left.
Oh, all right. So the call about the cutoff, Dave, we appreciate you. We're gonna definitely do this again. We're gonna have to arrange to do this again. I check in with you.
Let's do this again, man. Let's talk about solutions. Let's talk about bills that need to get tied. The second act bill, the elderly flow bill. Like, we really need to. We can't let people, stagnate progress. Because we're getting somewhere. We're getting some momentum. They see that we're getting the momentum, and they're trying to stop it.
Yeah.
So I'm on that, bro. You want I could call back. That's not an issue.
Oh no, I can't. I'm gonna stay on for a few more minutes with them, but my kids. I'm surprised they let me. I'm surprised they let me stay down here in the basement this long without coming here to bother me.
All right, yo, bro. Listen, man. I appreciate you, man. You a success story, just like a lot of the brothers that from, man. Y'all success story. Y'all story need to be told and heard to change the narrative.
Thank you for using Securus.
All right, love you too, man. Love you too.
Salute, man. Free the people, man. Power to the people, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, we got to try to get a couple of more brothers on it. To that brother you was talking to earlier, Battle Boy, your brother in Sing Sing. We definitely need to hear from him, particularly because they just found them two dead brothers in Sing Sing. We definitely gotta. Like he said, we need both sides of the story. People on the outside need to hear what these brothers on the inside gotta say. Oh man. So what y'all think? What do y'all think about? Y'all got anything y'all want to add to this before we wrap this up?
Nah, I mean, listen, man. It's a lot going on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on, man. And the brothers in the pens, they need our platforms. A lot of these brothers need to be heard because they going through it. You know what I mean? Those are our brothers that we was on the block with. You understand what I'm saying? And it's our turn to lend that hand right now to them brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because they going through it, and I don't think nobody should be under no conditions like they are right now. You feel what I'm saying? It's like they, even though the National Guards is, sending them, treating them with respect and everything, still, they walking on eggshells. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, at any time, anything could break loose. You feel what I'm saying? On both sides. Feel what I'm saying? It's frustrating. You know what I mean? To go from one thing and then all of a sudden shit just switch up overnight. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So, yeah, man. Salute to them brothers for standing strong.
Salute to the brothers, man. Hopefully this thing will end sooner rather than later, and they can get back to some form of normalcy. As normal as you can be when incarcerated. Get back to their programs, like he said, access to mental health treatment, medical treatment, things of that nature. These are the things that people are not thinking about. These are always no big deal. They locked up. No, it is a big deal. And these are human beings, like I said earlier, and they all come home one day, man. So you might want to give that some thought when you think about how they're treated while they're inside, man. But we appreciate everybody for joining. Like, subscribe, share the live, go like, Subscribe to A Lot Going On TV. I see how it's spelled, no G in going. Share the live, and we'll let y'all know. We're gonna try to speak to a couple other brothers. We definitely gonna have David back on sometime this week, probably. We'll put it together, man. So y'all have a good night, man. Peace, Smitty. I'll holler at you later.